Hello, my people. Welcome once again to our space. Yes, this is Mama A, your behavior mentor. And this is our space, your space with Mama A. How are you feeling today? I wonder what emotions you're going through right now. Are you sad, happy, excited, worried, anxious, nervous? Whatever it is, just know that you are not alone. And that is why we have this space as well to talk, to have conversations, because Mama Hay understands you. Let me get you thinking. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're asked how you're feeling and you can't really express it? You can't really express your emotions? On our last video, we talked about emotions, what emotions are, and how we can put them under control. We touched briefly on that. But have you ever found yourself in a situation where you can't really express your emotions because you don't really understand how you're feeling? You don't understand whether you're sad, excited. You get some mixed emotions. Yeah, you're not alone. Sometimes, one way or the other, we all feel like that. We don't really understand how we're feeling. But when we take some time to think and reflect and pause to try and put those emotions into control, we might be able to begin to name or to say how we're feeling. One of the ways to put your emotions under control is for you to try and name your emotions. Once in a while, stop and examine how you're feeling. Because as a young person out there will be a lot of emotions going through your body, especially with the teenage hormones and all those stuff. But the most important thing is that you are able to put them under control. Sometimes it might be difficult. You are not alone. Again, that is why we have this space to talk about it. Naming your emotions will go a long way, a very long way, to help you put them under control. So try naming them. Today, I'm sad. Yesterday, I was excited. Why were you excited yesterday? And why are you sad today? If you can respond to those questions, gradually you will find solutions to those questions. And as you find solutions to those questions, gradually you're putting your emotions under control. But for this to work, we have to examine thoughts and feelings again. Because our thoughts are what reflects on our behavior. Whatever way we react to things, it starts from our thoughts. Thoughts are there. It doesn't mean that our thoughts are facts. It just means that that is what we think it is at that point in time. And that is why when we take time to reflect on our thoughts, it will help us to put our emotions under control. If you say you don't want to go to your lesson today, I don't want to go to that science lesson because the teacher hates me. When I go to that science lesson, all I get is just negative behavior points, detentions. I don't learn anything. That doesn't mean that that thought or those thoughts are fact. If you begin to fine-tune that thought, shift it a bit into positivity. Tell yourself, I don't really enjoy that science lesson. I know I get into trouble most times, but today I will try and go into that science lesson with all positivity and try and do what I'm told. Then you will see how you react to it in terms of emotions. Do you always snap out of that lesson? Do you always come out of that lesson sad? When you try to replace those your thoughts before you go into that lesson or while you are in that lesson with positivity and just give it a go and see how you feel when you come out and see how it goes. You will be surprised that sometimes you won't come out. Most times you will come out with achievement points from the teachers, praise cards from the teachers. So the way we react, the way we feel, our emotions are controlled most times by our thoughts and how we fine-tune our thoughts. And this, in time, affects our behavior. Because if you go into a lesson sad, there's every tendency that you're going to lash out and you're going to get into trouble in that lesson. Let's look at how you can try and fine-tune those thoughts into a positive way. I've mentioned one before. Go in there with a mindset that, as I go in there, I will go and learn. I will try and just do as I'm told. Then see how you will feel when you come out of that classroom. See your emotions. Going into emotions, our thoughts, feelings, and behavior, how they are all interconnected, makes it more relevant for us to think positively. You might have seen my first video on eliminating or getting rid of negative thoughts. That will also help you with some tips on positivity. Now, it is very vital for us to know and understand that our physical day-to-day activities go a long way to influence our emotional state as well. What we do from day to day, we go a long way to affect or influence our emotional state. It will also go a long way to determine if we are able to put our emotions under control. Let's look at some of our day-to-day activities in order for us to explain this point further. Let's look at how our physical lifestyle can affect our own emotional self. Sleep, for example. If you get too much sleep or less sleep, it will determine the amount of attention that you give to your thoughts, which eventually will affect or influence your emotions and your behavior. If you sleep less, you are more likely to find yourself losing control over your emotions. If you sleep too much, too much sleep, and you sleep when you're supposed to be getting certain things done, it can also affect the way you have control over your emotions. Because as you get up from that sleep and you find out that you're behind, you will become so anxious and see how you're going to meet up time. So it's very vital for us to balance our physical lifestyle in order for us to take control of our emotional self. What about eating? Our eating behavior matters a lot where we want to take control of our emotional self. If you eat too much, it will not balance your lifestyle. It will affect your emotional self. Same happens if you eat less. It will affect the way you take control of your emotional self. If you eat less all the time, you're more likely to be less active. And then you won't be prompt at what you're supposed to be doing, which eventually will affect your emotional state. Same happens if you eat too much. So, when it comes to eating habit, we have to balance stuff. When we're talking of eating as well, maybe you take too much sugar and you become maybe hyper, and you're not at that state, you've lost control over your emotions as well. And then you cannot really take care of your emotional self, because then your emotions have taken over. Some of us do have physical health challenges, which we cannot avoid sometimes. It does affect our emotions as well. If you're going through that, know that you are not alone. And as you take care of that physical health challenges, you're also looking after your emotional self. And then you will have control over your emotions as well. Another vital point is being active. Get out and about. Drop that social media stuff for a bit or for some time. Structure your day. Give time to social media to listen to edifying stuff like this our space from Mama A. Make sure that you give time, adequate time for everything. Get out and about, be active, do some exercise, go swimming, go for a walk, bike ride, go out there with friends. And when you do these things, you will see that your mind is at rest. And it will be in a point where you will react positively to most stuff. And as you react positively to things, you are taking control of your emotions. You are managing your emotions. Some people go to negative ways to try to control their emotions, such as going into drugs or alcohol misuse. Most young people today, they vape, and when you ask them, they say it's because it makes me feel less. It gives me that ego. It gives me that strength to have control over my emotions. It makes me alert. But these are negative ways of trying to control your emotions. Because drugs and alcohol will make you lose control over your emotions, because they will alter your mood. And 1 minute your mood is this, and the other minute is that. They can also lead to mood swings sometimes. And when you experience that, you've lost control of your emotions. So the best way to continue to manage your emotions is to do things in a positive way. We go back again to mindfulness. Be aware. Be present wherever you are. Feel it. There are lots of mindfulness exercises there that you can do. Deep breath. The body scan. But the simple one I'm going to leave you with today is be aware of whatever you're doing. So next time you're cleaning your bedroom, make sure you are aware. Make sure you are present. As you're cleaning the bedroom, feel your cleaning stuff. Feel the hoover. Look at it, how it moves. Reason with it. Be there. Look at what you're doing and be present there. Do not allow your mind to wander. As you're taking shower in the bathroom, feel the water on your skin. Just watch it as it goes from your head down to your feet. Be aware. Notice it. This will help your mind to become more positive and more active. And as your mind is more positive, your thoughts are positive, your whole being, your emotions will also be positive. Because then you will have control over your emotions. Until I see you again, make sure you continue to listen to Mama A. And also seek help and seek support. Because there are lots of support out there for you as a young person. Are you a parent watching this? Drop me a comment. Are you a young person watching? Drop me a comment. Your comment will determine my next video. Take care. Thank you. Make sure you follow me on my YouTube channel at Mama A P70. And if you're watching me on YouTube, follow me on TikTok, Mama/A313. Mama.A313. My TikTok again, Mama.A313. See you next time. Thank you.